Today we're going to make a simple portfolio using Google Sites. So you go to Google, sign in with your account, and click on the icon button right here, the one with the 9 little squares. You'll see a number of icons for Google software, and you want to scroll all the way to the bottom and click on More from Google. This will take you to another page, and you're going to scroll all the way down past Search and Explore, Watch and Play, Devices by Google, Talk and Text, Stay Organized. So we're going to scroll all the way down to the very bottom, and here you see a selection of all products. And at the very bottom of that, you'll see Google Sites, the little blue icon here. So let's click on that. I've already created a number of these sites as examples for other classes, and it's really easy to create a Google site, but it's not always the most obvious how to actually start one up. So you're going to go to this little plus in the bottom right hand corner of the screen. You're going to click on Create New Site, and then this is the site that opens up. It's pretty basic. The first thing you want to do is change this, and you want to put your name and portfolio. Okay. Now you're going to give your page a title, and you're going to use your class designation, say JMC 305 point. Well, you can just say JMC 305 portfolio. Now, the nice thing about Google Sites, it's very easy to add elements to a page or change elements on a page. So, just for an example, let's change the background image here at the header. Okay, so you click on Change Image. You can either upload an image or you can select an image, and here's where it gets really fun. They offer a lot of images that you can just instantly grab. You can search on a web page, you can search your own albums from your Google Drive, or you could just pick one of these. So let's just pick something and select it, and then it changes that, adjusting for readability, and it will automatically adjust based on the image that you choose. Now, if you want to give your whole page a theme, a look, you see this menu on the right hand side. You can the insert menu gives you all kind of things that you can insert into your pages. You can create layouts. You can add a page in this center tab. You can add another page to your website. Right now you've only got one page. It's your home page. So when you are adding pages for different projects, you click down here and it'll add another page, and then you can navigate back and forth between them. Themes is a third option, and this changes the look of your entire website. You can change to the Aristotle. Let's see, it's changed the Diplomat. Pick a color scheme here, and you see there's a slight overlay. This is nice. Let's see, level, that looks pretty clean. It's got a yellow bar. Let's go to blue, maybe a nice green for contrast. That looks good. I like impression. That's pretty bold. So you can just choose any of these themes, and there we go. Let's see. How about that? I'm not too keen on the way that contrasts with that. So that I can see that the image is kind of conflicting with my typography. So I'm going to go back and pick another image. This is kind of neutral. That's nice. And it's going to adjust for readability again. It's probably going to change my font. Yep, sure did. So here we go. Let's see. Diplomat. And you can just play around with this till you arrive at something that you like, and it really is just personal preference. That's kind of nice. Let's stick with that. So you have your name, portfolio, your class portfolio, and now you can go back to your home page to click on the insert menu here, and now you can pick a layout for your first element. So if you click layouts right here, you can have there's a number of different layouts, and it's going to add a section every time you click on this. It's going to add a new section, and then each of these can be individually edited. But these horizontal bars can be deleted also just by clicking the little trash can icon out to the left here. So super easy to add an element. So for instance, this right here can be a video or other media. You can select a YouTube video. So suppose I wanted to go back to a video that I've made for class. For example, the iOS recording I did this morning. So I'm going to copy that to my clipboard and then go back here to my portfolio, click on YouTube, paste. It's going to search. It may not have had time to register. Oh, there it is. So I select that, and now I have my recording. So now I'm going to type in some text, and I'll say tutorial video, iOS recording. And I can select that text. I can change the size of the text, the type of the text, add a little bit of a description. Screen with audio for Skype. Can't type. Skype, Zoom, or FaceTime calls. Okay, so now I have a title, I have a video, I have some content. So all I have to do now is publish. I click publish, and the first time you do this, it's going to create a web address. And this is the only time you're going to be able to change this web address. This is going to be what your website is called on the web. So I'm going to shorten this to JMG portfolio. Let's call it JMG test portfolio. So once you've created your web address name, and this is going to be the URL of your portfolio. Leave it on who can view my site. Anyone. Leave this unchecked, and you do not need a custom URL. Then just click publish. Now this is the work interface where you're going to be able to make changes, but to see the changes that you make, you go back up to the publish button and you click on this little drop down menu and click on view published site, and then it's going to pop up in another window what visitors to your site will see. It's a very simple interface, and there's nothing they can do except for click on the video to watch that, but that's really all you need for this portfolio. Now this is going to be your website URL, sites.google.com/view/whatever name you gave it /home, because this is the home page. Okay, so all of your pages are going to have this address, this part of the address, and then each page is going to have its own little extension out here, and that's all there is to it. So for each project that you create on the page for each assignment that you want to put a separate page, you can click on the Pages tab out here to the right. Click the plus sign, and it'll create a new page. You can call this, let's call this story number 1. You do not have to give it a custom path. Just click done. And now you're going to have 2 pages. You're going to have your home page, you're going to have story number 1. All right, and then you can go back to insert and add anything you want to this page. Your layout. Here's you can add photos. You can add other elements. If you don't like that, you can add this layout that has text. You can also switch these around if you want to. So now we've combined those 2 elements, and you can put your text here and then have your video window here. You can extend this window out if you like to fit, and as soon as you start grabbing on these little dots, you see it will these little guidelines will appear. So that's really all there is to it. If you want to create a new page to feature your different assignments, you can do that. Some people choose to have it all on one page and have you scroll down to see the different assignments. It's really your choice how you'd like to organize this. Now, if you'd like to have a contact page, so if you wanted to use this portfolio as part of your resume package to show to potential employers, you could do that, and you could include a contact page. Just go back to the Pages tab, click the plus button, add contact, and then put your contact information in. You can go back to insert, add a simple text box, and put your, you can I would center that up if I were you, and just add in your name, your phone number, your email, and maybe your address if you choose, or your website URL, something like that. All right, well, have fun with that, and go ahead and put one of those together. Now remember, what I want you to say, if you copy this and try to submit that web address, I won't be able to see that. The only thing I'll be able to see is your finished portfolio. So what you're going to have to do after you make these changes and add these pages, you're going to have to go in and publish it again. So you click publish. Draft, currently published, publish. Okay, so now you can go back to your site, and then when you hit refresh, now it's going to show the new changes, or it should show the changes. Why isn't it showing the changes? There we go. Okay, so now you have home, your contact page, and story number 1. So please let me know if you have any questions about that. I'll be glad to answer those, and just go ahead and make your portfolio site, and you can remember to copy the home page URL, right click, select it, right click, hit copy, and then you can paste that URL to submit that portfolio for an assignment. Thanks very much. Have a good week.